Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Reef. So today, I paid a quick visit to, well, not a quick visit, but a longer visit to Something Fishy, and I filmed a little video going over their store, which is something that I'd like to do with other stores as well. In the Pennsylvania, New Jersey, like I'd say the tri-state area would be, I would do. I just love Gus sitting up on his perch. So, look for that video probably tomorrow because it's a lot more in depth. There's a lot more video. Sorry. There's a lot more video and there's a lot more to edit, and do. So it's going to take me an extra day probably to get it out there. Hi, Dory. Hi, Gus. Otherwise, we're really just kind of at the status quo. I got my Fido from Poseidon's Kitchen Aquaculture. He is a great resource for anyone who's trying to kind of do a more holistic approach, natural approach to managing their reef. He really helped me with that, with managing with phytoplankton and, starting at the very basic building block of the ecosystem, and the importance of that. So hopefully one day we can get in touch with him and, kind of have like a little educational, maybe even like a live stream, to be able to go over and talk about that. So that's something that, we're going to try and work on as well. Yes. Hi, Tiggs. So I started dosing Fido today. The Duncans have pulled back because I did do our usual dose of no pox, literally just now. So they usually withdraw a little bit for a couple hours. Plus the fish were swimming around here fighting like high speed, so they don't really like it when the fish bother them. But our torch is still doing great. So the octospawns are all doing wonderfully well. He's still growing. Can't wait to see him really kind of start to take off here. Also, as Something Fishy, I got this new, it's called SeaTac. It's this new coral adhesive that one of the owners, his name is Todd, started to develop with another person. What are we thinking that is, or used to be? Snail? I don't know. I guess it could be the peppermint shrimp. No, that is a chromis. Or it was a chromis. So see, when you have a cleanup crew, this is what happens when something dies and you don't catch it right away. So I'll let them have at it for a little bit longer, but then I'm going to pull it out because we don't need it poisoning and dirtying up the water column. Now, if I wouldn't have come down and actually looked around and such, I would have never known, except that I would have eventually counted the chromis and noticed we were missing one because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So we did have 7. There's the 7th one. But he was ostracized by the other 6, so he, quite frankly, wasn't going to make it anyway. Which is weird because he was still eating. So, I don't know what caused him to go. Unless they were picking on him, which I did not witness any of that, so. At the end of the day, who knows? Sometimes you just don't know what happens. But, so that's the updates for today. And we'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to leave a like,